Hello again. So it's Friday, it's 24 degrees, driving through the beautiful New Forest, heading to Bournemouth Airport, and we're flying out to Turkey. Now, I've never been to Turkey before, so I'm looking forward to that. We're going to Marmaris. It's a Tui holiday, and if you saw the video that I posted last week, we've never done a last-minute-y kind of holiday where we've just gone to the travel agent a week before and said we want to fly somewhere. And there's a reason behind that. So in 2016 was the last time that me and Mrs. 50 Sunning went on what you would class as a cheaper holiday, a 3-star holiday. It was a lovely hotel. We used to go there every year, end of season, in Escanar, Ibiza. This one year, 2016, Mrs. 50 Sunning decided to get food poisoning. A couple of nights in, was hospitalised for 3 nights at the cost of just short of €2,000. And ever since then, we've kind of been a bit put off going anything less than 5-star. Not that we get ourselves at it, not that we think we're better than we are, just 5-star is, you know, the top of the tree. You expect the best stuff at these, don't ever expect to get food poisoning. And we haven't so far. So, this is the first year since then that we've done anything less than 5-star, and I'm hoping that it works out well and that in fact it allays all our fears, because you can get more holidays a year if you go cheaper. One 5-star holiday is probably going to cost you anywhere between, I don't know, realistically £5,000 and £10,000, depends on where you go, where you could get 4 holidays in for the same value over the course of the year if you went for lesser. So let's see how this pans out. We're 10 miles away from the airport, so might see you in Bournemouth Airport, or we might just see you when we get the other side in Dalaman Airport. Landed in Dalaman Airport, and I've got to say, it's a very nice airport. I didn't know what I was going to expect, but it's really good. Really quick through, the quickest customs I've ever been through. Passport handed over, photo of me, looked at the passport, stamped straight through. Luggage was ready in 10 minutes. So yeah, really, really quick, really impressed. 3-hour 35 flight. Apart from the 2-hour delay at the very beginning, all is going well so far. So, go meet our driver. We've got private transfer rather than a coach transfer. Let's get to the hotel. See you shortly. Right, we're in our car. They're going to say swanky. It's a Vito with a TV and Wi-Fi and everything. And this is our driver, Matt.
Hello.
So, Batman Transfers. If you ever come here, Batman Transfers is the people to use, because that's what we're using. Right, let's head to our hotel. Just if I can have your help for a second, if you enjoy my videos and you find them useful, please like it and subscribe if you can. It helps me to make more films and give you some more information. Cheers. Let's have a little look at the room then. So, if you want the cleaner to come, you press the button inside, the little green light comes on. If you don't want to be disturbed, the little red light comes on. So let's go inside and have a look at our room. So we come in and straight away you're greeted by your Carpe Diem sign. Seize the day and make your holiday extraordinary. Nice little touch. Rooms are made quite nicely. What we did notice was that you only get this sort of blankety thing as you cover, but we requested a couple of extra sheets. So we had something to put over us rather than just a blanket, which was a little trip down to reception to get. Only thing I'd say that's lacking in this room, as you can see, there's no cupboards to put your clothes in, so you've just got a shelf that you have to put your clothes in, which is a bit disappointing. Loads of hanging space for hanging clothes, and a fridge. Doesn't come stocked, you've got to stock that yourself. And we walk around, views out to the pool. I'll show you the pool later. And we're right next to a road there. Continuing around, you've got your bathroom, your sink, sorry, and then into the shower room and toilet. Really big shower, nice rainfall, forest rainfall shower head. So yeah, the room, and this is just a double room with balcony. Nice room, aircon works well. Again, only little thing we've noticed, you only get one card for the room. So when you leave the room, the aircon doesn't keep the room nice and cool. Tried the old bit of card trick in there, but that doesn't work. So you can pay for a second room key, which is £10. But you know, the aircon works fine, so let it fire up for a few minutes and you'll be good. So this is the room, pretty nice, can't complain. Just lacking the cupboards, that's the only thing. Right, I thought I'd give you a little look around the hotel then. Going to do it reverse order. We're going to start by the pools where I've just been. So let's have a look. So this is the quiet pool. Nice quiet area. There's two pools in this place. So the quiet pool which we're at now, which is nice and relaxed. Free coffee and juices, water and stuff. Little pool here for the kiddies and the bigger pool for the adults. Pool bar over on the other side. Right next to the road here, so it gets a bit noisy with traffic, but it's quiet, there's no activities in this pool. All the fun and games around this side. So let's have a little look at this pool. You got toilets dotted everywhere, so you got men's, women's, men to the left, because women are always right apparently. And now we're moving into the main pool, the activity pool, and where the families are. There's the entertainment stage here, where they do their nightly shows and so on. And then this is the main pool area. As you can see, quite big, quite a lot of sun loungers. You got the flumes here, but I've never seen them work. But then, to be honest, I've never been over this side, so they might work, they might not. I'll see if I can catch them later. Over this bridge, and you can see the extent of the pool, all the lounges. Now this bit in here, this is the snack bar, open between 12 and 4, where you can get all your lunches and stuff. And then you got your main bar here, which services everyone for the evening and for the restaurant where we're just about to come into. So here we come in to the restaurant for breakfast, and this is the restaurant. Coffee, juice machines both sides, and then loads of seating. Every day, exactly the same stuff on. Cold meats, cheeses, salads. This is the salad bar normally for lunch. There you go. You got your salads on the go still for breakfast. So I don't really ever see this changing. Yeah, salad bar. Now we're moving over to the hot place. So in the middle here we got all the bits for cereal, and jellies, jams, fruit and so on. All your bread is over here. Your pastries, freshly cooked, and this is where the pizza section is at evening as well, because they got the pizza oven there. side. Hot stuff, so your fried breakfast dish sort of stuff. Eggs, pancakes, crepes, Nutella, and then some more stuff here. Freshly cooked, pre-made toasties, so you can just heat them up, and there's your cereal there. And you get a nice seating area outside also, if you fancy it. This is your lunch selection. So again, loads of salad in the middle section here, both sides of that salad. And then we'll move over to the main part of the lunch serving. Lovely desserts. Desserts are always really good. So definitely want to get your desserts in here. They are very, very nice. Again, your breads that are always here for you. Selection of fruits in the middle. And then your standard pizzas over this side. Pizzas, more pizzas being cooked. And what do we have here? Sorry, carry. Chips and chicken, rice, food. Pasta is always on, spaghetti. Always got fish on, all the time. And then the grill, which will have mashed potatoes and kebabs and vegetables and grilled turkey scallops. And that's kind of your standard lunch. So dinner time, the menu is pretty much the same. It's meant to be Mexican night tonight, but there is nothing Mexican here. You've got your standard salad bar in the middle, which I showed you, like breakfast and lunch. You've got your breads are still there, you've got your pizzas are still there, you've got fish, and you've got turkey, steaks, koftas. So that's my dinner. Turkey steaks, koftas, and a bit of herring. But nothing really new to show you. So that's the food. It's all very much the same every day. Without doubt, the best part about the food is the desserts. Tonight, managed to get hold of a good slice of Oreo cheesecake. Alright, so we're heading out into the main lobby area. You can get your organised photos done, and you got hairdressers, and you got a little shop here that sells all your cigarettes and gifts, sweets, chocolate, presents. Take pounds, take euros, take lira. Jewellery shop here, which doesn't open till later. The time now is 8 o'clock. This one doesn't open till I think 9 or 10. Tattoo studio also, if you want. This bag shop and clothes opens about between 9 and 10 normally. And this is your reception desk. It's open 24 hours a day, always people here. And your lobby area. Tui reps sit there. And this is kind of where you're waiting till you get picked up to go home. Out into the main entrance. You've got the El Divino restaurant here, which is the a la carte and a bar. Now this is a payable extra. It doesn't come included in your package. So if you do sit here and chill out for the evening, you're going to pay extra. I've never been here. I haven't ventured out to have anything here, to be honest. And then it just looks over the pool, or the fun pool, the quiet pool, like so. So this is the main road that I was talking about. As you can imagine, it gets quite noisy. So pool, main road, lots of heavy traffic up and down. The amount of emergency services that we've heard this week going up and down, there's been a couple of fires, so ambulances and fire trucks flying past. A bit noisy, but hey, you got to save life, right? So yeah, this is what it looks like on the outside, and then a little step out onto the street so you can see what the entrance looks like. So street view and Costa Mare Suites entrance like so. Bit of waste ground next door, and you've got the petrol station. If you hook a left at these traffic lights here, leads you up the road to some bars. You've got Trotter's Bar, which will be showing the football for the World Cup, because the bars in Marmaris down by the beach aren't showing them. And then right next door, just here, you've got a supermarket in case you need any extras. Let's visit the spa and get a nice treatment. Oh, looking forward to this. So you come into the spa and you're greeted by the lovely receptionist here who takes care of you. Spa area to the right, we'll have a look in a sec. Little gym for you if you want to use the gym. Got some cardio equipment, some weights and stuff. It's all right, it suits the purpose. So, walking through the gym, the spa, sorry. Lovely treatment room there and there. Relaxing area to the left. And then mid-treatment, you've got the beds here. And we move around into more areas. Some facial treatments go on just here. You can get your face all rejuvenated with their equipment. Lovely stuff. And this is the best part. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I had my treatment. I'm getting lost here now. So we got into the sauna, had a nice little sauna. Just to get us ready. Then we come out the sauna, start the whole process in the hot tub to get nice and relaxed. And then my absolute fave part, the Turkish bath. Now, if you've ever had a Turkish bath before, you'll know how good it is, but this place, laid on there, scrubbed and washed, covered in mud. Oh, you feel alive afterwards, it's great. So, the spa here is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. There's a list of all the packages freely available. I went for the £80 package, which was the top one, which was a hot tub, champagne, full body massage. What else was there? Facial. Here we go. The Funtan Deluxe program, 2 hours and 45 minutes worth of pampering. Absolutely spectacular. So, highly recommend it. Get yourselves into the spa, you will not regret it. So it's day 4 of the holiday. Tuesday, got here midnight, Friday/Saturday morning. First time the room's been cleaned since then. And what really lets this place down is the quality of touches like this. So cleaning's been done in this room. There's dust and stuff and bits of things on the floor. I don't know if you can pick up, but yeah, just stuff that's not mine, and if it was mine, it would have been swept up. Cups, just left, not replaced, not cleaned.
Never experienced that in a hotel ever in the world. They don't change or clean cups when they clean the room. But this is the thing that really lets this place down massively. So the sink, I don't know if you can pick it up, but the sink hasn't been cleaned. I mean, look at the tap. The tap is grotty. Hasn't been cleaned at all. The mirror, don't know if you can see on the mirror as I'm trying to show you there, that's grotty. And the shower, now you definitely can't see without the aid of a torch, so let's get a torch. Now I've just had a shower, however, hopefully you can see, that lime scale is been there for ages. That's not a today, just having one shower. That's not been cleaned for a long time. So yeah, really grotty. Unfortunately, 2 toilet rolls given at the start, so you have to go down and ask for new toilet rolls from reception if you run out. Luckily today they gave me 2 more. Hooray! Shower gel and shampoo has run right down, so I'm gonna have to ask them to top that up. All little things like this that normally good hotels are on top of when they clean the room, and that really lets this place down. Yeah, so if you can handle this, brilliant. For me, it's a real deal breaker of just basic cleanliness of hotels that should give to paying customers. Anyway, let's have a look at something else. So we are going out of the hotel for some drinks up to Trotter's Bar. But before we do, just want to show you a couple of things. If you need a taxi to get anywhere, just outside of the front, press this bell and a taxi will turn up and it will take you to any of those places. So it's really good. Just don't worry about the crude electrics behind it. And just up there, turn left to the traffic lights and get the blue bus, number 4, and that will take you to Marmaris Centre if you'd rather go by bus. Bus will cost you 50 lira, and taxi to get to the same place will cost you 300, 400 lira, or £5 or £6, depending on what you're going to pay.
Well, that's it. Week away in Turkey. The whole plan of this little trip was to see if we could get a last minute holiday at a good price, and coming down from 5-star hotels and holidays to 3-star, which I said at the beginning we haven't done for 10 years. So this is kind of my roundup of the trip. So we stayed at the Tui Suneo Costa Mare Suites. Okay, it's a 3-star resort, 3-star hotel, sorry. Location wise, it's right on a dual carriageway. In fact, it's the main road that goes from west to east across southern Turkey. Constantly busy day and night, so if you wanted somewhere which is nice and quiet with no sound of traffic, this is the first problem that you're going to encounter. We stayed by the quiet pool most of the time, and the quiet pool is right next to the road, so you've either got the big activity pool excuse the road is a bit bumpy, the big activity pool which is noisy, or you've got the quiet pool which is noisy because of the street noise. 7 minutes in a taxi to Marmaris Centre and the beach, or a 25-minute walk, but you have got shops and restaurants and bars within a 500-metre walk from the hotel itself. So that's location. Let's talk about the rooms. We stayed in a double room with balcony and pool view. Room's a good size. There was no problem with the size of the room. Wardrobe, good, nice and large, with hangers for your shirts, dresses, etc, etc. One thing that did lack, there were no drawers. So you had 3 shelves and you had to put your clothes on the shelves, or you'd have to leave your non-hangable clothes in your suitcase. For me, I like to unpack and I feel more settled in the room once everything's unpacked and the case is away. So yeah, just feel like you're sort of in limbo kind of thing, which wasn't ideal. There's a fridge which comes with 1 bottle of water and a safe which which is pretty standard. No ironing board. I only get one key for the room. You can buy a second key for £10, and some people were trying to do that to keep the key in the room in the little slot so they could keep the aircon working all day. But if cleaners come around, they take them out. They'll either take the keys away or they just leave them out, so you don't really get the aircon just pumping in your room all day long. Although saying that, the aircon is quite good, so after a few minutes of it being turned on, when you get back to the room's cooled down a lot, which is good. This is the big point for me on this whole trip, the cleaning and the cleanliness of the hotel. They clean the rooms once every 3 days, change the sheets once every 3 days, and your towels once every 3 days, which no matter what star rating you are, to me, that's unacceptable. Cleanliness has got to be right up there or people get ill. As it turns out, there are a lot of people saying that they weren't feeling particularly great, and pictures of people on the Costa Mare social media page showing rashes and stuff and blaming it on the room. I mentioned earlier in the video that the cleaning isn't really done to a great standard. The showers, you would have seen the lime scale on the shower screens. The sink wasn't cleaned, the taps weren't cleaned, and the mirror wasn't cleaned in our room at all properly. And when I did come back to the room yesterday, seeing it being cleaned, the bucket of water was absolutely disgusting. And I was in the last room on the floor, so I had everyone else's dirt from their room being used to mop around my floor, which is really, really bad. It is a huge problem for me, the cleanliness and the cleaning at this hotel. Food-wise, don't expect a culinary delight. It is pretty much the same food every night. There'll be pasta, there'll be turkey, there'll be some fish, there'll be pizza, and salad. And that's kind of all that's served day in, day out, and lunchtime also. The menus don't really change between lunch and evening meal. Breakfast is fine. If you want pastries or hot food, cereal, there's loads of stuff for that. The snack bar is good though. That's by the main pool, and the burgers that they have coming out of there between 12 and 4 look really tasty. I didn't have one, but when I was watching other people coming back to the pool with their food, they did look good, and they had a great variety. They had lamb and doner kebabs, they had burgers, chips, pizza and that sort of stuff. So that would probably be my recommendation if you're going to have lunch at the resort. Drinks, everything you want. However, there is a limited selection. Spirits wise, vodka, gin and brandy. Then you've got beer, and then you've got wine, and then soft drinks. That's it. So don't expect to have a wide choice of drinks, but you can go up and down as many times as you want. In the lobby of the hotel, there are shops. You had a little knick-knack shop which was selling souvenirs, drinks, crisps, chocolate, sun cream, that sort of stuff. You had a tattoo studio, a hair salon and a nail salon. You had a bag and clothes shop, and you had a jeweller's as well. Bag and clothes shops all knocked off clothes, like most of them around there. Really cheap, so if you want bargains, get yourself into that shop, or walk about 500 metres up the road to the other shops and you get better pricing, in all honesty. This is the best part of the hotel for me now, what I'm going to explain. The spa was absolutely fantastic. We went there, we had a 2-hour 45-minute treatment which included hot tub, champagne on arrival, sauna, full Turkish bath, mud wrap, massage, a little bit of reflexology, and we were meant to get a facial at the end of it. However, the facial technician, if that's their term, wasn't available. They weren't there, they were off work. So then we got an additional 45-minute massage later on in the week. That package was the fun deluxe package, was £80, and I think it was well worth it. So absolutely the best thing about this hotel is the spa and the spa stuff. So that's kind of it, really. I would say that because it's cheap, and are very affordable to go to this resort. Unfortunately, we did have occasions with some undesirable activities. There were some fights between guests, there were some groups of drunken adults that should know better. I know you get that everywhere in the world, but it just seemed to, you know, because of the price of this hotel, that's the sort of clientele it was attracting. So it kind of put me off a bit about going to a hotel like that. Having said all that, it hasn't put me off of going to 3-star hotels. However, I will certainly check a bit deeper about the hotel before I go, because some of the points there, like the cleanliness and the food, they're quite important points when you're away for a week from home. So yes, I will do another holiday which is 3-star, and yes, I would absolutely come back to Turkey, would stay in Marmaris again, but just not this hotel. Unfortunately, Tui, the Suneo Costa Mare suites were really not very good, and it's a shame because I normally go on holiday with Tui, so let's hope the next trip is far better. Anyway, that's it from me. As you can see, I'm on my way back to the airport now, ready to fly home. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching all the way through to the very end and listening to me go on here. If you've enjoyed it, please like it, please subscribe to the channel. Helps me make more videos in the future. So I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.